No big secret, the X-T2 is my current #1 choice of camera body, and for obviously great reasons, you know. I'm not going to pick a duff, but as Fuji do, they like to put out a special edition, and that's what I've got my hands on, and that's what we're going to look at very briefly, if I can possibly keep waffling down to a minimum. I shoot with two all black bodies. That's my personal preference, and I find that works well in a documentary style that I'm shooting, as it helps me to be extra discreet. I mean, when I first got my, I think it was the X100S, people's reaction was different, and I've spoke about it on the Graphite X Pro 2 body a little bit, but I found that it really changed the reaction. Well, in fact, the form factor of the cameras changed the reaction of people as it is. There's definitely a color psychology going on in there, but it worked well in certain situations. But you know, I'm not shy of trying out a different flavor of my favorite camera body. I absolutely loved the Graphite X Pro 2 body, but as you can tell, this is a graphite silver, so it's not as dark, and yeah, it's all personal preference. If I'm completely honest, when I first took this out of the box and had a look, yeah, I mean, I looked at the front and thought, okay, yeah, pretty cool, not as dark as the Graphite X Pro 2, which I absolutely loved and just really felt that was a luxurious thing that would actually tempt me away from the all black setups that I use. But then I flicked it around, it looked a little bit toy-like to me, and I've had it for a short while now and I've got used to it, and yeah, I'm not convinced from the back, but let's repeat it, it's a personal preference thing. If you look at the top, they've included a little cover there to match. Yeah, it's a little bit darker than the rest, but I guess that's to balance off with the blacks that you've got there. And the color scheme goes right the way around as you would expect. I mean, it's a visual deal. Take a look at it and you can see for yourself really what's going on. Once again, the back, I'm not entirely convinced. For your £300 extra, other than that decent finish, I mean, Fujifilm go into detail on the website about how that's a 3-layer technology to give it the deep blacks underneath, to give it the nice textured feel, which fortunately you've still got the usual black texture all the way around, and the extra bit they say to give it a luxurious feel. You also get a premium strap, which actually I like a lot. It's wider than the other one. It's a nice leather there. I think it's leather. It's a decent little bit of kit, and you get the little EF X8 flash on the top, so you know they're not scrimping and saving too much. It's not just another color body, but okay, it is just another color body with a nice strap and the flash to match. Few fashionistas out there. I used this on a party, and it was an upmarket party. It looked the part there. I didn't particularly need to blend in as much as I already did. I mean, my other T body was all black anyway, and it worked a treat because people knew I was the photographer. I've worked for them on a bunch of jobs before, and I didn't need to worry about discretion to that nth degree. And this just looked cool, frankly. I mean, the client's son kept asking for selfies, so I obliged. You know, there's a reason I'm usually the other side of the camera, other than for you guys, sorry. That's frankly all you need to say, really. The color of your camera is only important to you and perhaps in the environment that you're shooting in. We all know how fantastic the X-T2 is. This obviously doesn't take anything away from that at all. You've got that amazing processor. The joystick has really grown on me over the time. Really do love that flicking around. I've got my custom buttons set up so I can get easily into the tracking modes. Man, the video review for this is already online, and there's a whole bunch more out there. Check that out if you want to know about the actual camera itself. This is purely a cosmetic deal. I just prefer the black one for working with. Fussy? Well, it's all preference, personal choice. But no doubt someone in the comments is going to slam me for it. We love you too.